ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿ ಶಾರದಾ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ ಹರಿತಂ ರಘುನಾಥಸ್ಯ ಶತಕೋಟಿ ಪ್ರವಿಸ್ತರಂ ಏಕೈಕಮಕ್ಷರಂ ಪುಂಸಾಂ ಮಹಾಪಾತಕನಾಶನಂ. Welcome to all for this session on Sri Rama Charitha Manasa to the story of Sita Swayamvara. In the previous part, we saw with the blessings of Vishwamitra and other hermits, Rama and Lakshmana came to Dhanur Yagna and were the delight of the people who worshipped them, who looked high upon them, and they turned out to be bad or eyesore for the people who are egoistic. For finding it an appropriate occasion, Janaka then sent for Sita and her companions, all lovely and accomplished, escorted her with due honor. Sita's beauty defies all description, mother of the universe that she is, and an embodiment of charm and excellence. All comparisons seem to be too poor, for they have affinity with the limbs of mortal women. Proceeding to depict Sita with the help of those very similes, why should one earn the title of an unworthy poet and court ill repute? Should Sita be likened to any woman of this material creation? Where in this world shall one come across such a lovely damsel? A goddess of speech, Saraswati, for instance, is a chatterer, while Bhavani possesses only half a body, the other half being represented by her Lord Shiva. And Rati, the consort of love, is extremely distressed by the thought of her husband being without a form. And it is quite out of the question to compare Videha's daughter Sita with Rama, who has poison and spirituous victor, spiritful liquor for her dear brothers. Because Rama, who is basically Lakshmi, was born from the churning of Milky Ocean, and from the same Milky Ocean born the poison and the liquor. Supposing there was an ocean of nectar in the form of loveliness, and the tortoise serving as a base for churning it was an embodiment of consummate beauty, and if splendor itself were to take the form of a god, erotic sentiment should crystallize and assume the shape of Mount Mandara, and the god of love himself were to churn this ocean with his own hands. And if from churning were to be born a Lakshmi who was the source of all loveliness and joy, the poet would even then hesitatingly declare her as analogous to Sita. Sita's clever companions escorted her to the arena, singing songs in a charming voice. A beautiful sari covering for the body of Sita adorned her youthful frame. The mother of the universe was incomparable in her exquisite beauty. Ornaments of all kinds had been beautifully set in their appropriate places, each limb having been decked by her companion with great care. When Sita stepped into the arena, men and women alike were fascinated by her charms. The gods gladly sounded their kettle drums, while celestial damsels rained down flowers in the midst of songs. In her lotus like hands sparkled the breath of victory as she cast a hurried glance at all the princes, while Sita looked for Sri Rama with anxious heart. All the princes found themselves in the grip of infatuation. Presently, Sita discovered the two brothers by the side of the sage. and her eyes greedily fell on them as on a long lost treasure. Out of natural bashfulness that she felt in the presence of elders and at the sight of the vast assemblage, Sita shrank into herself and drawing the hero of Raghu's race into her heart, she turned her eyes towards her companions. Beholding Sri Rama's beauty and Sita's loveliness, men and women alike forgot to close their eyelids. All of them felt anxious in their heart but hesitated to speak. They inwardly prayed to the Creator, quickly take away, O Creator, Janaka's stupidity and take away the Janaka's stupidity and give him right understanding like ours, so that the king without the least scruple may abandon his vow of someone who will going to lift bow and tie it will only going to marry Sita, and let the God give him the real required wisdom so that he will give Sita in marriage to Rama without worrying about his vow. The world will speak well of him and will speak well of Janaka, and idea will find favor with all. On the other hand, if he persist in his folly, he shall have to rue it in the end. Everyone is absorbed in ardent feeling that the dark complexioned youth is a suitable match for Janaka's daughter. Then Janaka summoned the heralds and they came eulogizing his race. The king then said, "Go round and proclaim my woe." Forthwith he proceeded on their mission. There was not a little joy in their heart. That was quite natural because even those heralds who eulogized the race of King Janaka, in their heart they felt Sita should have been given to Rama without worrying about the vow. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.
श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपाल भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपाल भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणं श्रीराम 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 श्रीराम